Oh, hello, me hearties. A very, very good evening to you, and welcome, I say. It's Wednesday evening, Wednesday, the 17th of May, 2023. Nothing gets past me, of course, and I think we should do a quick random pop-up just to say that all is well with you. So lots and lots to get on with tonight, and a quick dinky-do to every single one of you. How's that looking on the old YouTube and the TikTok? Good evening, Scotty. Good evening, Alan. How lovely to have you with us, and a very warm welcome. Are the lines on, my friend? They will be, Francis. Yes, we'll pop them on after we've had a bit of a chat. What did you work at or do? Well, I work all the time, AJ. I am a broadcaster. I'm said by some to be the world's top broadcaster, so that's quite good. That gets me out of mischief. A little bit of television, radio, TikTok, YouTube, of course, and I'm also a full-time academic. So there you have it, you see. I say to you, and dinky-do. Now then, Scotty haven't a clue. I think we'll dump you because you're obviously some sort of half-wit. So we'll say bye-bye to user 49832 4157, guys. Say night, lifetime ban. That's the stuff. We don't like that. A couple of people have cracked that over the last 31 years, of course. Not particularly funny. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. There we go. Good. We're glad to be rid of that. Scotty, what are you playing at? The footballs on Numpty Heat. What football, when, and why? I don't follow football, as you know, but there we are. What are your thoughts on Albania? I believe it's a very beautiful country. I hope you're enjoying this splendid evening. Absolutely, Jamie. And a big dinky-do to you. And Numpty Heat, what time does the football finish? I think we should be told. Very, very important. Football is a fool's sport. Cricket is miles better, says Francis. Francis, I'm quite sure you will be correct. They used to say that football is a gentleman's game played by hooligans, and rugby is a hooligan's game played by gentlemen. I, of course, played rugby. How do, says Rock-a-Dog, dinky-do to you. Lovely to have you with us. 10 minutes to go with the football. Do you want me to pop back up, Numpty Heat? Your favourite alcoholic drink? Well, I don't know, because I don't drink alcohol. Scotty, can you give me some advice? Of course, Mr. T. So there we are. Scotty, please wish my pal Daniel good luck for his interview tomorrow. JKSB, good luck to Daniel for his interview. I say to you, there we go. Everybody come and join us. Oh, guys, new thing for you. If you check the little bio, you'll get the direct link to the YouTube. Pop on, have a look, and subscribe. There we are. Oh, some love this one, guys. Scotty, can you please wish me good luck in my business exam? Of course I can. Fantastic. Right, so there you are. That's Ed. Ed has a business exam tomorrow, Ed. Is that right? Yes. I love this one, guys. Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. That means all the half-witted idiots have been sent down the swanny. Century 105, we loved that station. Words of wisdom would be appreciated in the exam week for me. Mr. T, be yourself, study hard, do another 2 hours, solid work before the exam, and you will do very, very well. What's the score, Scotty? The big tuna, I don't know. I don't follow football. So there we are. Do you like the Beatles? I don't like the Beatles. I love the Beatles. Yes, I saw her standing there. I say to you, fantastic. She loves you. Yeah. That's what it's all about. Who else have we got here? Hi, Scotty Dinky-Doo. Hi, Numpty, David. David, you are no Numpty. Oh, you're saying hi to Numpty. I was going to say, you're no Numpty. Numpty's a wee bit of a cream puff tonight because the football's on. Guys, get following as soon as you can. To support the RNLI, have done all my life. Scotty, can you also wish my mate Ted well on his foundation business exam? Yes, of course I can, Ed. What's your opinion on football? Who's your favourite team or player? I don't follow football teams. Guys, if you know nothing about football, I would know marginally less. Hi, David. I had a large one last night. Numpty Head, we do not need to know the story of your personal life. Long live you, sir. Dinky-Doo. My uncle phoned last week. Sorry about him. No, Francis. We had some very good calls. Thank you so much, Scotty. Really kind of you to give such great and helpful advice. Top man, Mr. T, you are the top man. You're going to pass your exam. This is wonderful. Long live you, sir. Long live you, sir. I say to you, sir. Thank you for following, guys. Everybody get following. Check out the YouTube channel just by tapping. Oh, could somebody test it for me? Tap the link in the bio. You'll see it says it's got a link there to the YouTube channel. Could somebody tap it and tell me if it works? Because we've just put it up there. Love your great vibe, says Potato Man. Potato Man, we love your great vibe. How wonderful this is. I'm trying to go at speed, guys, to keep up. Football is not important to me. I support myself. David McCafferty, very, very wise, if I may say. That's what it's all about. Scotty Dinky-Doo, friend, shout out to my friend JC. I swear you need the Laird title, says Christina. Christina, how lovely. You see, in England, then they have their lords, you know, and they need their lords to function. In Scotland, we have the lairds, and the lairds need us to function. Yes. Hi, Scotty, it's Rab in Cambuslang. Can I get a shout out for Fifi, Scott, Daz, and Ross? Dinky-Doo, Robert, of course you can. The wonderful Robert, Rab in Cambuslang. Are you near to the halfway, did you say, Rab? Or are you near to the Whitley-Bum? What sports did you play in your prime, young man? Bola, I played rugby, and I sailed, and I rowed, and I put down on my CV rowing, and somebody, knowing what I was like on the radio, thought it was rowing. Oh, dear me. Well, thank you, Kareem Dinky-Doo. Guys, we seem to be jumping about on the YouTube. Has anybody else got that? Have a look and tell me if their YouTube has jumped about. That's what we need to know. Can everybody watching right now on TikTok click follow? Who sent me a beautiful heart? Sir, what are you doing? We're chatting. Now, there you go. Do you do much fishing? Never fished in my life, really. But I come from a long line of a fishing family. Do you like the Highlands? I don't like the Highlands, no. I love the Highlands. Someone just nicked the transmitter, Scotty. Do you think it's an updeed? Do you think there's some wee urchin has gone up and taken the transmitter away and then had to put it back? Hi, Kareem Dinky-Doo from David. Lovely, lovely. I've had a bad day with the arthritis, Susan. Susan, you need to get cured. Check every single morsel of food you're eating and make sure none of it is inflammatory. Scotty, a quarter of all long-term unemployed are under 25 years of age. What is that about? Cop boy, exactly. What is that about? We need more proper big businesses. Engineering, building ships on the Clyde. Can we get a wee tune, mate? Robert, yes, I've got the squeeze box, and if anybody would like a tune, we will have one. I have it here. Guys, this is the squeeze box for those of you who are not familiar with it. And if you're all very, very good, we'll get a tune and we'll dedicate it to Robert. Is that okay? So let me know in the comments on the YouTube channel, on the TikTok, if you would like a wee tune. Okay, very important. So there we are. Have we all seen that? Did you used to be in Rock FM? I did, Nicola. Yes, indeed. Disco Pete and Sophie have turned up and are giving me beautiful, beautiful gifts. You're beautiful people, guys. I occasionally put a little goal. There's one there if anybody's keen, but you don't have to. Can you see on the end of my TikTok finger? You won't see it on YouTube. Can you see that there? And can you also on TikTok go to the bio and somebody click the link to YouTube to see if it will take them there? Everybody should be watching on either TikTok or YouTube. Scotty, I do believe you are the top man. That guy, I do believe you are the top man. Aha! There we are. Dinky-Doo, Scotty. There we go. Big Scotty. Absolutely. Now, that's Matt. Scotty, are you a politics kind of guy? Well, I personally am apolitical. But if you ever want to discuss politics, we can do. There's never a problem. I love your squeeze box. Let's do this. I thank you, David. We will do this at some point shortly. Free Scotland vote, SNP. Remember the clearances? John, yes, the clearances. And I think that's very important. But I was arguing, Disco Pete has sent me a paper crane. That is so lovely. Disco Pete sent a paper crane. So now we've got 1 out of the 500 paper cranes. Is that not beautiful? You are lovely, lovely people, I say to you. Right, who have we got here? Lots of you wanting to go live with me. We can't just now, guys. So we're just in the middle. How's you, Scotty? I am brilliant. I hope you're well. Thank you. Keith Snedden. What can I say to you? What a wonderful, wonderful man. An absolute miracle man. And it's so lovely to have you with us. Guys, Keith Snedden is one of the most generous people on the planet and has done nothing but spoil Scotty McCLUE with huge, huge gifts. And for that, we thank him. But we thank Keith Snedden for being Keith Snedden. Oh, who sent me a beautiful crown of flowers? So there you are. Keith, lovely to have you with us. A wee Scottish tune, please, says Susan. I will, Susan, if you promise to look at every morsel of food you eat and find out what's best for you. Now, who have we got here? Thoughts on the Immers on the dinky boats? Well, why don't they go to a processing centre in France? I mean, this is a direct result of Brexit. I knew when we left the EU, we were creating a rod for our own bat and for our own back. A rod for our own back, I should say, off our own bat. There we are. Good evening, sir. So why don't we have a proper recruiting centre, recruit the right people and say, you can come to the UK, there's plenty of room for the right people, and then come over on the ferry. There we go. Now, there's Lucy May, Dinky-Doo. My father, also called Francis, played for Celtic. We love it. Hail, hail. Although some of the Celtic supporters upset the world last week by being rude about the king and the coronation. What do you think of the old film? I think at some point, Union Bear, we should scrap it and have Glasgow United, or ask the king if he would bring in Royal Celtic and Royal Rangers. How about that, guys? I say to you, I will promise, Scotty, do, Susan, because we want you well and happy, my dear. It's Heelands. Yes, the Heelanders. Scotty, I'm Dinky-Doo from Perth. Is that Perth, Scotland, or Perth, West Australia? That's what we need to know. Numpty Heed, are you still watching, or are you wasting your time on that football? Who's playing? Scotty, what political party do you support? Well, Declan, I don't support political parties. I'm apolitical because as a commentator, I like to leave myself free to examine what the politicians are doing or attempting to do and tell you the truth. The truth. Capiche. Very important. Can you do a cartwheel? Oh, I can do several. Now, there we go. You look like a cool granddad. Jay Fuller, how lovely. I am very slay. And I have had a bit of a glow up recently. A glow up. And I'm an actual bro. Pure heavy actual bro. Lol. So there we are. So I'm cool. Yes, indeed. I'm doing both. The best of both worlds, says Numpty Heed. Numpty Heed's watching the football on the telly and he's tuning into Scottie McClue. That's what we like. Now here we got Sophie Dinky-Doo. Thank you for my beautiful gifts to Sophie. How wonderful. Thank you, Sophie. Scottie, my best friend. How on earth do you do today, my friend? Clig. How lovely to hear from you. Flower of Scotland, says Christina. I thank you. How lovely is that? Filter through the heather. Is that walking through the life is precious? Just had a bereavement in the family. Ryan, I'm so sorry to hear that. Life is very precious. Jordan says, all right, my guy. My guy. Is that my guy from Milguy? There we go. Phone. Monkey Magnus, yes, you can phone if you would like to. We'll open the phone lines. Have they all clear? Great. Feeling great now. Keith Snedden. That's the best news. Guys, can we all say thank you to the lovely Keith Snedden, who's just had the all clear? Is that not beautiful? Pause the show while I feed the dog. See what I did there? Oh, pause the show. Numpty Heed. Please say lol, says Poopy. Lol. Lol. Wonderful. How good is that? Now, what have we got here? What's your thoughts on Aidan the Spaceman? Oh, Aidan the Spaceman. Will you be watching Question Time from Fort William tomorrow? David, I may well do that to see the people of the fort. Should we change these titles? If Scotland goes independent, should we change Fort William and Fort George to maybe, I don't know, what would you have? Would you have Fort Alex and Fort Nicola? Fort Charles? I don't know. Do tell us what is what. Johnny, where's my trousers? I think you mean Donald, where's your trousers? Friends with the King, says William Dinky-Doo. There's a guy saying, chocolates are us. Is that right? Chocolates are us, I think. Sutsy, chocolates are us. Up the Royal Artillery. So there we are. Dinky-Doo, absolutely Jodes. Too much religion and politics, Scotty. Where? I mean, on here or everywhere or in general or all that stuff. There we are. Can you wish me and Finlay good luck for Modern Studies exam tomorrow? Of course. Good luck to you. I can't see your first name. It's just a black spot. The black spot. Good luck for the Modern Studies exam tomorrow. Keith Snedden has just sent Scottie McClue £5 on YouTube. Keith Snedden, there is no need for that, but you're so very, very kind. The guys, Keith has sent £5. Oh my goodness me. Keith, you're very kind and very, very generous. I thank you. That's on the YouTube channel. Keith has tapped the dollar at the bottom of the YouTube super chat. Isn't that amazing? Guys, can everybody have a look at YouTube and see if you can get on there? That would be great. Now then, are you in the craft? I'm not a sailing man at the moment, so I'm not in it. I used to go in a sailing dinghy, but that was the only craft from that point of view. Do you see yourself as transcendentalism? Transcendentalism. Oh, that's quite a big one. Tuppy has just given me a beautiful gift. Keith Snedden, thank you so much. You are very, very kind. Dinky-Doo, Scotty, I'm currently sitting on the telly watching the couch. All right, Aaron. Very, very good. Who's that in the back? Oh, that's Lord Reith. the world famous Labrador. Yes, indeed, that's him. Scotty, what's your favorite film? Sure. I think of all films, my favorite musical is Sound of Music. Of all films, I think Tunes of Glory. And when it's absolutely star-studded. It's a Scottish regiment after the Second World War. And it's very, very well done. It's based on a book. And I watched it not long after it came out. It was outstanding. Star-studded cast. But I don't think it did that well at the box office. But Alfred Hitchcock said he thought it was probably the best movie ever made. Psychological thriller based on a Scottish regiment after the Second World War. Tunes of Glory. People like Sir John Mills, Alec Guinness. Who else is in it? I think Susan Hampshire is in it. Gordon Jackson is in it. Who else is in it? Oh gosh. Dennis Price is in it as well. Fantastic. Duncan McCrae, Scottish actor. He's the pipe major. Who else have we got in the movie? I mean, absolutely star-studded. Alan Cuthbertson, very popular in wartime and post-wartime movies. Alan Cuthbertson. I think he's in the Guns of Navarone as well. I'll look it up, Scotty. So look it up. You'll get it. I think you'll get it on YouTube. Tunes of Glory. There we are. It's very moving, though. It's a fabulous movie. I'd like you all to watch it and give me your opinion. And, of course, I love The Fourth Protocol with Michael Caine. Oh, guys. And who else? Pierce Brosnan's in that as well. I hope you're well, says Keith. Keith, thank you so much. Dominic has just given me a huge gift. Can you say hello to Ryan? I can, Ryan. Follow us, guys, as soon as you can. We need 1 million followers. You've got to be for Perth with that accent, mate. Owen, I'm a Glaswegian, originally a Greenokian. What about Gone with the Wind? Oh, fire, that's happened, I'll tell you. Right now, what have we got? Fort Humza. Good one, CB. Should we change Fort George and Fort William to Fort Humza? Yes, excellent idea. We need to mark Humza's, time as First Minister. Now, Dinky-Doo, says Dennis. Now, what are the plans for tonight, Scotty? Well, a lot of work starting after the live, but we need to do the live first. Greetings from Walsall. Dennis, Walsall in the Midlands. Welcome, I say. I used to broadcast to the Midlands, and everybody in the Midlands knows Scotty McClue. Well, everybody knows Scotty McClue. Anyway, do you know, guys, I'm known to over 2 billion people. 2 billion knows Scotty McClue. But before you get too excited, there are, 8 billion in the world, meaning that 6 billion have still to discover Scotty McClue. Not for the faint-hearted. Scotty, can the king pass a royal consent before his coronation? A royal assent, it would be up to head. Yes, he can, because the millisecond Her Majesty, Her late Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, passed away, Charles became the king. So if the royal assent has been given after that, he is the king. He's just not coronated yet. And of course, as of last week, he has now been crowned king. Happy birthday to Ryan, Lord Tenerife. Beau de Bordeaux, Lord Tenerife. Barry from EastEnders, Dinky-Doo. Follow us, guys. Do you know the band Rainbow? Well, I was in a boy band called No Direction. I don't know if you remember them. Banding the Midnight Oil, Scotty. You or me, sure. There we have it. I love Casablanca, Scotty. Play it again, son. What about Humphrey Bogart? What about African Queen? How good is that? There we are. That's so. Who have we got in Casablanca? Humphrey Bogart, and is it Audrey? Is Audrey Hepburn in Casablanca? Yes. And then African Queen is Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn. Yes, I don't think there's any relation. Is that right? Scotty, for the next Doctor Who, do you know Numpty Heed? I actually feel that myself. I think Scotty McCLUE as Doctor Who, saying Dinky-Doo, would bring in the viewers big style. The Maltese Falcon, Scotty, one of my favourites. Sure, I know it. Tell us more. It's one of those kind of Eastern mysteries, isn't it? Guys, Aqua, Adam's Ale, Kunsel Juice, Scottish Wine, it's beautiful. Guys, Scottish water, best in the world, of course. Like everything from Scotland. Did you ever see the wartime movie? No. Now, GGPG. Do be careful, because if anybody ever trolls Scotty McCLUE, doing the Swanee. Was she Lauren Bacall? Lauren Bacall, fabulous actress. Guys, if you're on the TikTok, can you please pop up to the bio on the TikTok and see the new link to the YouTube channel? Give it a tap and come and subscribe with us. That would be wonderful. Another Bogart film, The Maltese Falcon, came out in 1941. A brilliant noir classic. Sure, you are a brilliant classic. Guys, I can't believe the high caliber of my lives. You guys are amazing. I mean, you know, we get the odd dafty, but I mean, the high caliber. OMG, Dinky-Doo. Oh, man. Grew up listening to you on Hallam FM late night, talking about Barnsley and the drop bombs. Utter BS detector. How lovely to have you with us. That was a fabulous radio station, Hallam FM, Scotty McCLUE, Dinky-Doo across Yorkshire. Good evening from Ochterarder, Lord Ling. We love Ochterarder. We don't go through it as much as we used to do. I hope the tuna is doing well. Because I used to love when we travelled down from Perth, we called in Ochterarder and we had chips. Chips on a Sunday evening. I think if I remember, you could still get chips in Ochterarder and all the buses would stop and everybody would have a chippy tea. Fantastic. Great chat in here, Scotty. Dinky-Doo. Sure, it's fabulous. But you've added to it, sure. You have brought a high standard of chit-chat with a CH. Scotty, has McCLUE ever been cancelled? No, Numpty Head. Nobody would ever, ever, ever dare cancel McCLUE, or there would be an uprising that would make the 15 and the 45 risings look like an argy-bargy outside the pub. So there we go. No, you don't dare to cancel McCLUE. The woke brigade have to just realise that Scotty McCLUE is for everyone. Whether you're woke, awake, asleep, brilliant, daft as a brush with nae heed, of all cultures, races, creeds, colors, sexual persuasions and proclivities, pardon me, pronouns, all that stuff. McCLUE is the daddy of them all. So we don't do cancelling. That's for dafties. Who else have we got here? GGPG. Guys, can we wave good night to GGPG just for being a permanent half-witted person? Blocked for life. Bye-bye. What a silly boy. Right, there we go. Now, what about the Dam Busters? Yes, it was the anniversary of the Dam Buster raid last night. What was it, guys? Was it 80 years? Wow. Lancasters. When I was young, the Lancasters by that stage, I think, were out of the Royal Air Force, but if there was a problem at sea, if something had gone missing, they would say an RAF Shackleton is patrolling the area. And if I remember right, I mean, we need all you brilliant people. If I remember right, the Shackleton was basically a Lancaster. Is that right? Avro. AV Row. That's what Avro stands for. AV Row. Sir Elliot Verdon Rowe, who was an amazing guy. Married to Marie Stopes. What about that for information? You see, I'm not just an athlete, guys. I'm a black belt in karaoke. And I used to be a black eye in karate. Yes, 1943, 80 years. Wow. Am I dead yet? There's nothing wrong with your mathematics. Well done. 80 years. Yes, indeed. Quite smart. Gone your cellmate. Thank you, Sigrid. Who we got here? I used to love listening to you on the radio, Scotty says. Michael Smith, DINKY-DOO. Thoughts on South London? We like South London. Not a problem. Bro is rolling that tongue. Oh, bro, pure heavy actual. Lol. Guys, I want everybody to try out the YouTube channel and subscribe right now. Yeah, it's important. And don't muck about going, oh, I'll do it later. It doesn't cost. And all you have to do is go to where it says TikTok bio, tap that, and tell me. I need somebody to tell me if it's working, and the YouTube channel comes up, okay? Open up the phone lines, says David. Have we got time? Yes, we can. Right, I'm going to try them, David. I hope they're working tonight. Because remember, we had a problem. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Right, I'll have to get this going. Have to work out how to do it, David. I'm just moving my mouse about. See if we can open up the phone lines. Sonny Cambers Lang. What do we got? Scotty for the next film, Mitchell. Frank Butcher. You're all into that. Why are you against Liverpool fans? I'm not against Liverpool fans. Scotty McClue is very, very, very well known right across Liverpool. So he used to broadcast on Radio City, Magic Radio, Century Radio, all that. Every night I spent 3 hours with the people of Liverpool. I'm annoyed at their disrespect, just some of them, for the King and for the royal family. So they're okay, we might have a wee problem. No, we do not have a wee problem, David. We sort out our problems. I'm just seeing what's going on here. What is going on here? Who's in charge? Right, that's that. And let me see this. That might be my wee problem. Hold on, David. Right. There we go. Right, I'm just going to keep going, David. See if we can get the lines up for you. If you're watching on the YouTube, can you give me a thumbs up? I think it's that one. There's a wee thumbs up just at the bottom of your picture, bottom left. I have to help you all navigate. And guys, if anybody's feeling generous and you'd like to contribute to the shows, on the YouTube channel up the top, you can buy me a pie. So we're not against Liverpool fans at all. Dinky-Doo from the Veterans in Erskine Hospital. George, how lovely to have you with us. Please give my fondest regards to everybody in Erskine. I know it well. I can go back to the Erskine Ferry. Oh, wow. Amazing. Hi, Emily. What have we got here? Lots and lots of things. Have you ever heard about the Rock of Lars? A sacred rock reveals the real image of Mary and Jesus. No, Sarah, tell me more. Where are we? Do you know anything about pigeon racing? No, I once met a guy who was really, really upset. And I said, are you all right? He went, no, I can't go home. I said, why can't you go home? He said, the smell in the house. And I said, why is there a smell in your house? And he said, because the wife keeps cats. And I said, well, could you not open a window in your house? And he said, what, and let all my pigeons out? So they are. No, I don't know a lot about pigeon racing. I know that you can put them on a timer and you put a little ring on them and they can go off with a message. Evening, Scotty, listening to you from Sheffield in South Yorkshire. Pa Grant, how lovely to have you with us from Sheffield. This is what it's all about, I say. Now then, the phone lines, we were trying to open the phone lines, but for some reason, I'm trying to get my... I've just seen something. Hang on. I'm trying to just make sure that I can... See, we've still got the mouse here, guys. And I think my mouse mat's giving up the ghost. As soon as I can get this back, we'll see if we can get the phones for you. We had them the other night. We had a problem the other night, but we sorted it. You'll see it on... If you look at the YouTube and scroll back a bit, and I think the TikTok, we did it on TikTok as well. We did a live test. How good is that? Right. There we are. We're back in Mouseland. This is good. So if I do this, right, and we'll get that up. That's wonderful. And we've got that going. That's wonderful. And let me just do some more things here to see if we can get you going on the Skype. Hi, Sheffield. It's David. There's David McCafferty, who's a lovely, lovely social person, welcoming everybody in Sheffield to the live broadcast right now. The live stream. Do I call this a broadcast or a live stream? That's what we're always wondering. Love your hat. So there we are. Was it Bones Chippy? I can't remember. Wonderful stuff. Do you want Scotland to be a single country? Well, Scotland is a single country, but there are 4 other single countries in the United Kingdom. I would like Scotland to be able to keep its own income and not have the mob that we've got spending Scotland's money unwisely. Scotland could do superbly economically on its own. I say to you. Now then, Rogers, you're spamming me now. I'll have to mute you. There we are. We've had to mute Rogers, guys, for spamming me. If you hate the royal family, says Cameron, nobody in their right mind, apart from the lowest form of life, would ever hate the royal family. Guys, I've got a goal there for paper cranes. if anybody's feeling flush, if you want to give me a paper crane, that would be wonderful. Scotty, your mission, should you wish to accept it, is to leave the phones alone. Your phones will blow in 10 seconds. We're trying to get the phones up for you. And I'm trying to pin it to the taskbar for you. Right. Guys, I think the phones should be open if anybody wants to try and see what is what. All right. That's wonderful. Right, got it. Good. Okay, so we should have the phones open if anybody wants to try. Prince Harry's a lucky man. Clap your hands, says Cameron. So nobody clapped. There we are. You know anything about pigeon racing in Scotland? I don't. Here in Ontario, can remember you in Manchester, Pippi. Who's given me 5 red roses? Jay Fuller, I thank you so much for your kindness. That's wonderful. Do you know Scooby-Doo? Scooby-Doo? There we go. Dinky-Doo. Hey, everybody. Fantastic. Right, if anybody wants to call in, it's 0141 628 979. You're live in Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
It's me, Scotty. David coming you, son.
David's son, how lovely to hear you. Guys, can we all hear David at home?
Can we hear me? We don't know.
We don't know. David, you're such a lovely guy. That was so kind of you to welcome everyone. J-Dog Gaming's joined us. That was so kind of you to welcome everybody from Sheffield and from Yorkshire.
I love everybody, you know what I mean, all over the planet.
You're such a nice man, David.
Yeah, that's it, son. You
lovely.
Know, I just, obviously, I've not really been tuning in. I've been tuning in, of course. The phone lines have been a problem, but actually, it's exciting. Sometimes you're like, oh, what's over the wires? What's happening here? I
know, and some people will be, you know, it's a bit sad, but some people will be going, I'll tune in to Scotty and see if his phones are working. J-Dog Gaming has just given me 5 red roses.
It's hilarious, but when you're trying, you go, oh, right, I'll press this and I'll press that. Oh, you go, oh, what is happening here? Oh.
A shout out to Graham, who's working the night shift. Do you know that J-Dog, David, is a young guy, a very switched on guy, and he's been with us almost since the start of the shows, I think since the very start. And since before the lockdown.
About your space? No.
This is the guy who advised me on what equipment to get to reliably get in touch.
Very good.
You know, I mean, wonderful, superb. There's Adam Hay giving me red roses.
Right, yeah, of course.
Only one person's given me a paper crane.
The guy for the YouTube, he talks about space. It's exciting.
He's amazing. He is absolutely fantastic.
He is. And where is he tonight, I wonder?
Yes, I wonder. And I mean, the thing is, Davey, as you know, this is random pop-up because we're trying to see when's the best times.
Of course, that's right, exactly. I was just sitting and I just heard that beep, 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 it was you.
Oh, wow. Davey, what does it do? Is that the YouTube?
That's a YouTube, you know, as we call it, you call it ring the bell, you know, it's just like, it's a wee beep, beep, you know, we all know on their phones, and then it says Scotty's live on YouTube.
Oh, wow, I love it. And what I've done, Davey, on the TikTok, I've put a new link to the YouTube in the bio, so everybody can get onto the YouTube and have a look, because there's 3,000 videos, and at the moment there's only about 3,000 subscribers, so that's one video per subscriber. You know,
that's I mean, don't you worry about people trying to follow me. People really respect you. You get all the. You get all a few dafties.
Oh, you'll get the dafties. Yeah, but Davey, do you know why the dafties? The dafties argy-bargy with me because they're not bright enough to understand what you're saying.
Terrible. They're just so. All right, I'll just use the word. They're stupid.
Yes, absolutely. I'm just going to get rid of this guy, Batman.
There's another one. There you go, another one.
A half-wit. Yeah, we'll just get rid of him. There he's away.
Seriously, I mean, people made these people. You get this? People made these people to come out to a planet, and you've done that to other people.
That's right. It's very, very strange. You know, I don't understand it.
Oh, anyway. So, excuse me.
Oh, you're all right. Are you okay?
Catch up, my son, you know.
Lovely. And are you keeping well yourself, Davey?
No, not at all. No. I've got angina, and I've got a bad heart condition.
Now, do you take the wee red spray?
I've got the warfarin, yes, spray, yes.
Right, and you've got that, and that'll thin your blood.
I've also got the aspirins as well.
There's somebody there. Hello, this is my first time on live. I want to speak about politics. There we are.
Right, well, sometimes it's interesting. I mean, as we know, Kareem's a great guy. He's very good, and so is you when Kareem talks. Do you know what I mean? But see all this nonsense about all these silly people saying, like, this is not my thing. Why don't you just go home and sit in the house?
Just go away and sit in the house and shut their face.
Why are you just like in streets in London? This is not my
king. This is not my king. How daft are they? Of course he's their king. Who else is their king?
All these protests, it's not going to help anything.
No. I would say, I mean, I wouldn't go against the protest. I don't like the way the government talks about, you know. But there is no point, like, for instance, the all under one banner marching the day of the coronation, that will just lose their chance of winning the unionist vote.
Of course.
You see, if you've got these people who are what you call staunch unionists, and I used to be a very staunch unionist until I realized that the present mob over the last 13 years have done nothing rob Scotland blind.
They've been robbed a lot. I mean, the cost. I'm not going to get into like the cost of living is including the electricity bills, but even that's bad. They're just taking the mickey.
Yes.
Anyway, every day we wake up, we just go on with it.
What I can say to Batman is he mustn't assume that everybody has his lifestyle.
Batman,
I know, what a dafty. There we are. More like the Joker, a bad version of the Joker.
And where's beautiful Batgirl?
But Batwoman, and I'll tell you, there's a few batty people on there. But no, with Numpty was a wee bit upset because he was watching the football.
I know, and I just support myself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Me, my lovely wee cat.
Here's somebody saying it's about the crisis, about the king. No, the king's nothing to do with the crisis. The king is apolitical. The crisis is political. Right?
See that day? We all seen it, but right, I'm really concerned. I know you're concerned. Like, Camilla was nervous. Oh, of course.
Well, of course.
Prince Charles, okay, the king. But as you see it, he's getting a wee bit old.
Well, he's nearly 75, Davey.
We're all getting old.
Aye, right? He's nearly 75.
Aye, I know.
You see?
And it was just really like, watching it, the stress on that day, and the clothes you've got to wear.
Listen, that crown will weigh a ton. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
You know,
including all the gowns that you see get put on. That is peer pressure.
Yes, of course, Davey. I mean, if you imagine yourself sitting there,
seriously, but obviously, I've not really watched the concert yet. I'm going to watch that very soon because I'm getting lots of recordings.
Yeah, that'll be brilliant. Absolutely, yes. It's difficult on the day because the Queen's coronation, not everybody had a telly, but it was very, very exciting. Now you can get it on catch up and all sorts of things,
But I mean, all these sort of people, no, but seriously, I mean,
I wonder if all under one banner watched it, Davy.
Sorry, I'm buttoning.
No, I'm buttoning, son. You carry on.
No, you carry on, son.
No, I was just going to say, son, the all under one banner. I wonder if they all went home and watched the coronation.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm Scottish or English, right?
No.
I'm Scottish, but or I could be English, but I think honestly, people, not my king, just go home.
Go away home and just shut your face, shut your mouth, I say. I'll tell you, keep that shut. What I was going to say to you, there's J-Dog giving me more gifts. Thank you for your red rose, J-Dog Gaming. Davey, what I was going to say, it's the confusion. You get the half-wits on saying things like, we hate the English. We don't hate English people at all. We love them. You can't say that. And we love them. It's Westminster that's ripping off Scotland, not the English people.
Yes, they're all corrupt, man.
Tuppy sent me a heart. Is that not beautiful?
That's good, son. Very good, son. You know, honestly,
beautiful.
Scotty, I mean, and as I say, you see there alone, is it a broadcast or something, a radio? Doesn't matter, you're a broadcaster and you're a traffic person, and doesn't matter if you're on radio and YouTube, you are the broadcaster.
I am the broadcaster, but I was wondering if I should call myself a live streamer instead, but I think I'll always be a broadcaster.
Well, whatever you choose, son, you know, can do that, you know.
The thing is, well, my feeling is it doesn't matter as long as we're all in touch with each other.
That's right. I mean, I was looking back in the day when you done the news report. Some part, where you were young. You're still young at heart.
Well, I'm so young. I used to do it for Scottish television. And I did it for Border Television. And do you remember Grampian Television in Aberdeen?
Yes.
We used to do that as well. Yes. Fantastic. These were lovely stations. ITV, an amazing company, you know.
Yeah, my uncle came from Dundee. Yeah. And I've got family in Aberdeen. In fact, I think, the family in Aberdeen, they were actually butchers.
Wonderful.
But all the Pattersons from Aberdeen, they all passed away.
Oh, bless. Yes, that was a fabulous part of the world.
That's just life.
That's life, Davey. I know.
We're all going to do so much.
Listen, Davey.
We're going to go and meet God up the stairs.
Meet God and say hi. And you know, you'll have a clean sheet. I mean, there's Smiley there, 1690, saying, Davey is a hero. So that's you.
Oh, thank you, whoever he is.
Davey is a hero. Smiley 1690. There we are. And there's Johnny says, what happened to Princess Diana? Well, the answer is she wasn't wearing a seatbelt and she was killed in a car crash.
I don't know. You know? She died in a car crash, but we still don't know. There's things that are mysteries, that correct with you.
Well, there's always going to be mysteries, but to be honest with you, she didn't have the Royal Protection Squad at that point doing her security.
No,
you see?
not at all. You know.
J-Dog says, I don't think you saw, but I sent you a paper train. J-Dog, I mentioned it as far as I remember. I thanked you.
There you go, Scott. There you go.
That's wonderful.
I mean, people will never forget Princess Diana. She was beautiful, legend. She was
wonderful.
And you know what I mean? I mean, she went to the mines and tried to clean all the mines, and you know, of course, HIV.
Yes, she was big on that. Yes, and she was very big on protecting the gay community from a lot of anti stuff.
Amazing girl.
And then they realised that HIV.
See, when someone died, I've got a dream, right? I've lost a lot of people, like my brother. I believe my brothers. I love Toronto. It's Canada. When he died, I believe he went there. Beautiful people, beautiful colours.
Yes, you know? Toronto. Well, Toronto, as far as I remember, was where Roy Thompson came from, who set up Scottish television.
Daddy, there you go.
I
right.
think Roy was a Toronto man and ended up owning the Times.
The Times, other Times, right? Oh
Yes.
my God, right.
J-Dog says, apologies if I missed it. I had a lovely takeaway tonight. Some stuffed, very tired due to it.
Especially a takeaway, you got guys in the clothing, do you know what I mean?
Well, sometimes with a takeaway, you overorder, don't you? You have the pakora and the rice and the Peshwari naan.
I love pakora, and I love the pakora sauce, but I can't take it. You go to the heart condition.
Of course, Davey, yes. And that stuff. No, you need to watch what you're having because you need to look after your dear self.
Yeah, that's right. I've got to do it because if I don't do it, someone can. I've got to do it.
Johnny says you never answered my question. I've just answered it, Johnny. So I don't know what you're on about. She was killed in a car crash. No, he was just asking. Sometimes people ask me a question, I give them the answer and they don't listen, you know.
Well, do you know what? To hell with them.
What you like? Oh, it's lovely to hear you. What a great show tonight as well.
Yep,
and what I've done, Davey...
I'll see Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo.
Comes on after me.
I hope so. And we can get the chat and you take care of your dear self.
I will, my friend, okay?
You promise me.
I love you, Scotty. Total respect, my friend.
And you promise, total respect you promise you'll stay fabulous.
I will stay fabulous as usual.
And Dinky-Doo, Lala.
Dinky-Doo, Lala. Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo. What a fine fella that's, our Davey. A great guy. And a marvellous call, I say to you. Now then, guys... If you look at the TikTok bio, you'll see there's a link. Davey, some boy, says Smiley. Definitely overordered tonight and a munchie box, the extra chips. Couldn't finish it. J-Dog Gaming, are you celebrating? Yes. Have you exams on at the moment? Are you at university? All that sort of stuff. We are here courtesy of your wise counsel on the technical side. If you remember, all the Saturday nights when it was the picture was a bit shaky and we had to get the right drive and all that stuff. Wonderful. Guys, I'm going to have to go. We are out of time. Can every single one of you stay fabulous? So there we are. That's what it's all about. Celebrating finishing my exams, first year of university. J-Dog Gaming, I wish you all the best because you are a top man. Fantastic. And thank you to everybody who's joined us tonight. An excellent, excellent evening, say to you. And take great care of yourselves. Right, Dinky-Doo from Scottie McClue. There's a half-wit going Pratt. What shall we do with the half-wit, guys? Doon the Swanee. Bye, Scottie, says J-Dog. MD8862. Down the Swanee. Lifetime ban. For being a dafty. There it goes. Fantastic. Right. Take great care of your dear selves. Subscribe on the old YouTube, guys. And get things going on. Have you got any pickup lines? Yes, Harry, but we're just out of time. We have to dash. And we're going to say to all you beautiful people, Scottie McClue says, Dinky-Doo, stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Are we ready? Bye-bye. And our lovely, lovely YouTubers, of course, we're going to have to say to you, are we ready? Bye-bye. And again, bye-bye.